Good morning, I'm Sean Snyman and I'm the public rep in George. Today I'm going to talk to you about the upcoming elections in May. As you all know, the 29th of May 2024, South Africa goes into a national and provincial election. Now, unfortunately, not everybody is going to be able to vote on that day for various reasons. And today, I'd like to explain some of the ways that you can still vote, irrespective of your circumstances. Basically, there are three special votes. The first one is a special vote, which is a home visit or voting station, which will take place on the 27th and the 28th of May, ahead of the elections. These votes are specifically for people who are either working on election day or are unable to go to a voting station due to physical restraints, and such as disabilities or old age home or senior citizen homes and so forth. The other special vote is what we call a Section 24A, the out of VD vote. A lot of people are under the impression that because of the latest legislation stating that a vote can only take place at the VD where you are registered. However, this is not a 100% correct. If you are registered already and you happen to be going out of town for whatever reason, you are still able to take a special vote, but you will have to then, and I'll explain exactly how you go about that later on in the video. Lastly, many people have already taken the liberty of booking their holidays long before the election was made public, and have thought that they possibly need to cancel their holidays because of the elections, but bearing in mind that every vote counts. Once again, we have a solution for you. There is a special out-of-country vote at a foreign mission. Voters who are abroad on election day may vote at SA missions on the 17th and 18th of May 2024. Now, having said that, we need to take into consideration there are certain ways of going about it. The first one is the home visit or special votes in your own town. Let's deal with that first. A home visit application should only be used in a situation where the person is either hospitalized or bedridden or possibly disabled. So in other words, you cannot use a home visit purely for the fact that you do not want to go to the voting station. And this will take place on a physical document. You cannot apply online. It needs to have a physical document filled in, and if somebody is filling it in on your behalf, a letter of permission needs to be received from the applicant, giving permission to whoever is going to apply for on their behalf. Special home visits will only be paper-based and will contain both a confirmation that anyone who will file the application on behalf of the voters has the permission to do so. This will also be accompanied by a warning that if an electoral offence to supply false information to the IEC during the voting election. Next, we go to the special votes for the VD. Now, that applies to anybody who will not be able to go to the voting station on the 29th of May. If you are going to be working, you work shifts, or you are possibly working at the voting station during the voting day, you are entitled to have a special vote. Okay, nobody can deny you a VD visit for whatever reason. There will be an application online that can be done for this, and can also then be filled in, and that will take place between now, up until the 15th of April. You can apply for that, and obviously then you will have to keep your application form when you receive it back from the IEC, so that you are then basically validated. Moving on to the special votes, the Section 24A, that's out of VD votes. This is a form that you'll need to fill in. It's called the Section 24 of the Act, and the intention to vote at an alternative voting station. What you will need to do, therefore, is determine where you are going to be. You have to nominate the VD where you are going to be voting, if it's in the province or whether it's in the rest of South Africa. You will only be permitted to vote at that VD on the date of the elections. It's as simple as that. And then finally, the out of country. We need you to vote regularly for a out of VD vote. Now, VD stands for voting district. In other words, the voting station where you normally are registered or in your city. Now, the out of state will commence on the 12th of March and will close on the 17th of May. So you have until the 17th of May to fulfill that application. And then, as I said, you will have to nominate exactly where you're going to be voting. Getting back to the special vote day abroad, voters can go to, and I will post the link. It's www.elections.org.za/PW/online forms/VEC-10-notifications-online. But I will post this at the bottom of the video. That process is completely different, and once you've completed that, again, you will be asked to vote at the nearest mission or embassy to where you are going. So if you're going to London, it'll be the South African Embassy or the mission in London, and those votes will take place on the 17th and 18th of May, and those votes will also, the registration for that will close on the 22nd of April. So if you have booked your holiday, now is the time to get on board and make sure. Those are actually open right now. That process is open. So if your holiday is booked, go onto that link, register for a special vote, and that'll take place on the 17th or 18th of May. I think if there's any further questions, you're welcome to contact me at any time on 072 908 3413. I'm more than willing to assist wherever possible. The most important thing is that everybody has their day at the voting stations. Your cross is important this year specifically. Thank you very much.